Alright, hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So, unfortunately I've already filmed this video before, but if you would like to see what is coming up, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that thumbs up button because I'm pretty sure this is a little bit interesting. And then also, if you like my hair today, please go ahead and leave a comment on that. It's not exactly perfect, but there is a video coming of how I actually did this. So, let's just start. Today I'm going to be showing you my updated eyeshadow collection. I think I have done a video like this before, but I'm not really for sure. So after I bought the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, which I told myself I was going to buy, even have a video of me saying I'm not going to buy it, I'm anti-hauling it, because I know that if I buy it, I will be decluttering all of my eyeshadow palettes. But unfortunately, I did it before I even bought the palette. Like, I was just sitting there and I was thinking, like, I shouldn't be overcome with decluttering my eyeshadow palettes if it's just makeup, which will expire, which I am only one person and I barely even do my makeup anymore during the week. So I just really went through my collection and really like got rid of stuff that I definitely was not using, that definitely did not bring me joy, and definitely just didn't serve a purpose anymore. And it's really crazy just like how much is still left, but also how much I still end up getting rid of. So if you watch my 30 before 30 video, you already know like what's in here, but let me go ahead and go over again. So first we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. I'm not really going to show you this one. This is like pretty old and I have already shown you enough videos on this palette. I said I loved it. I do still love it. I actually have it on my eyes today. So yeah. And then here we have the Subculture palette. Again, it's another old palette, but I'm getting back into actually using it. And what I realized with my declutter too is that like I don't love greens, well, certain type of greens as much as I used to. So yeah, but I kept this one because I absolutely still love this Axis color here, and then I can still use it to make like really colorful / neutral looks. And I actually am wearing it today too. I'm mostly using Fudge and New Wave today. Next we have the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. Like I said, I wasn't really using it that much last year, but I went on and put it in my everyday stash because of the shimmers mostly. The shimmers in the Soft Glam palette really don't do it for me. It's kind of crazy to say that, but I feel like I have more options in this palette than I do with the Soft Glam. Alright, and then also what I have in here is the Ace Beauté Flare palette. I don't know why I have it up here, because mostly I'm telling myself to use it because I bought it a while back but still haven't used it yet. But it's a pretty palette. I just don't know what to do with it yet. Yeah, so that's what is in my everyday. Now we're going to go into the category of I'm never getting rid of palettes. So these are literally just all Jeffree Star palettes. I guess you can call them my Anastasia too. It's something I will never get rid of, but I will kind of get rid of them if they die. I don't know if I will ever get rid of my Jeffree Star ones if they ever die, but absolutely I have the Androgyny palette, which is like the oldest of all of them. I've got some good use out of Charm here, which is right here, and this actually still works to this day. I swatched Dominatrix, which is absolutely my favorite color, and here called Fetish. Those are my two favorite colors. Yeah, I just gotta actually use this a lot more because I don't actually get a chance to actually use it. We have the Mini Controversy here. I'm not going to pull it out because I think everybody knows what that looks like. So we have the Mini Controversy. We have here also Blue Blood. I'm not going to open these either because I feel like everybody knows what they look like. And also I'm going through this phase of rearranging all of these palettes to make them more usable for myself. So the eyeshadows that here don't really stick down, so I can't really show them off anyway. We have the Jawbreaker palette, same thing, it's rearranged, but I still love this one. I actually used it a while ago for a look. It was so cute. We have the Blood Sugar palette. Love this one too. It's good for all my red and purple tones. And then we have, last but not least, a Conspiracy palette. I don't have all his palettes, but I have the ones that definitely struck interest with me. yeah, I am literally just buying stuff that only strikes interest with me. So yeah. Okay, so now let's go into my small palettes. So first here we have the Dose of Colors Berries, Blushing Berries palette. I like this because I honestly don't feel like I have enough berries in my collection, at least to not with this tone. I like this black that is in here. It's absolutely the deepest black. And honestly, I mostly kept it for these three colors right here. They're totally pigmented. I love this stash that is in here. Next, we have the Dark Matters by Viseart. Love this palette too. I love it mainly because of these four right here, these four colors right here. But the other colors in here are absolutely good. I had that for a long time too, but the shades are still very pigmented. We got the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Sublime. Her little palette is the 6 shade ones. I love this obviously because it's neutrals, literally. It's a neutral palette. I love this for just in the crease or just all over one color. And then I love the shimmers basically here because I can either spread this all over my eye, and it's a really simple eye look for in the morning. Okay, now we have the California Love by ColourPop. It's perfectly good. I said before, this is like a neutral palette, and like since I done the declutter, I have used it at least once. So to me that's good, because at first before I wasn't even barely even touching this because I was just like, why? But now it's like, oh yeah, I love this palette because of the shimmers in here. It's absolutely the shimmers that are in here. These are unbelievable. I'm just saying that, unbelievable. I don't like the mattes in there that much because they're a little bit too neutral. I like my browns to be like more warm tone. So yeah, this is Butter Me Up by ColourPop. I haven't even touched this yet, but I know I like it because of the fact that it's purple. I mentioned before I really don't wear purple like that, but because of certain palette, I've gotten back into purple. So yeah. So I haven't used it yet, but definitely planning on using it. The Warrior palette by Juvia's Place. I love this palette because it's so simple. It reminds me of the Pat McGrath one, but the tones in here are totally different. I don't know what tone this is, but I just know it works. This crease color / transition color, and then you can deepen it out with this dark brown right here, and then these three colors right here, this diagonal right here is absolutely my fave colors to use all over my eyelid. Next we have the Saharan 2 by Juvia's Place. I already mentioned this once before. This is my absolutely fave palette last year, and still looking at it, it's an absolute fave. I just love the bottom 3 rows and this iridescent yellowish gold right here. This color, the other 2 colors up here are good too. I just gotta figure out, like, I want to pair it with this palette, like especially not with these burgundies. It sounds weird, but. And then next here we have the Festival palette by Juvia's Place. I kept this basically because of the red that's in here and the mustard yellow that's in here also. I think these colors are totally beautiful. Like, look at this red and look at this mustard yellow. I love a good mustard yellow, obviously. Like, if you see it in my crease today, that's obviously why, but it's not in my crease. But it's good to have a backup because eventually, you know, colors will die. It'll be good to just have a backup of that color because I love that color. Next we have the Perception palette by ColourPop and Makeup Shayla. I have used this once also since decluttering. I don't know, like, to me my collection has lessened. It is making me more available to actually pick up whatever and not have to just go to one thing. I don't know, just something about having too many options just made me go back to what I already know. It's really weird, but I like having a lot of it too at the same time. But it has to be like a certain amount. Like, I know when I have hit that point. Just like the reasons why I really haven't bought any makeup this year, because I've just hit my point, and because I have decluttered like literally my whole collection, yeah, it just making makeup a whole lot more easier, even though I keep doing like the same looks, the bronze eye, smoked out. I don't know why, but at least I have a bronze eye smoked out in every freaking palette. So just like this palette, look, bronze, can smoke it out with this orange and deep brown right here with a little bit of burgundy. It's a deep color burgundy, but if I ever want to jazz it up and put a little bit of color on my lid, it's gonna be here, right here. That I'll be able to do that. I still love this palette. The mattes sometimes are like iffy to me, but overall the shimmers in here are absolutely good. It's great for a morning time look too. And then my absolute favorite purple palette, which is what I told you about, made me think about doing purples again, because I usually wasn't purples at all. It's this Color Rain and Power palette. This is it right here, this beautiful pinky purpley awesomeness. I love these two colors right here, along with this color right here, and then the best color right here. It looks white right here, but it also shimmers as a pinky purpley color. It's absolutely wonderful. I've used Respect. I've literally used all of these shades in here, and I usually don't do that. Sometimes when I use shades, I only use like certain colors and leave other things out. But I can honestly say I have used every single color in here, because every one of them is just a different vibe. Like if I want a really dark smoky look, I can pair it with these two colors. If I want it to be a little real playful or whatever, I can like do these. One time I literally just had this on my eye along with this over top of it, and it was like such a freaking cute look. It was so cute. Now we're going to go into my medium size palettes. So first we have the Norvina one, literally by Anastasia Beverly Hills. They still sell this one. This is my Jackie Aina palette by Anastasia. They are about to get rid of this, I know, and I said that like if they ever was to get rid of it, I know we'll buy another one. Literally it's $31 right now, $31.50. I still love this palette, like especially for trust issues, credit, you know, just the normal. But Zam and Zolé like perfectly work for me, and they're like rose gold colors, which I absolutely love. But I think I am deciding to not really get another one because of the fact that I just have so many palettes already. Like me losing it won't like be like a big thing, and I doubt I would even hit pan on this eyeshadow palette at all anyway. So yeah, like literally I had Soft Glam for like 2 years now, I think, or 2 or 3 years, and I still haven't hit pan in it. So yeah, and even with me putting in my everyday makeup, like I still like nothing, like it just has brush marks. Okay, now we have the Color Rain and Queen of Hearts one. I love this palette also. I wanted to depot it one time, but honestly it's the packaging and the nostalgia of it that makes me just not want to do it, because it was my first ever like real high-end palette. Well, to me it was, however, when I was like really getting into makeup, and I was like, oh, let me try this. It's made by a black business owner. So yeah, she was my first ever black business makeup brand that like I ever bought from. So yeah, I'm never getting rid of that. And the shades still work to today. We have the KKW and Wedding palette. Not going to show you this because it's a little bit iffy. Okay, and then my last two medium palettes is Sourlicious, and then I have Candylicious here. They're really bright and pigmented shadows. And I haven't thrown it away yet because of the fact that I just got it. I have a couple of videos on it, just like waiting for me to be edited, but I just haven't really sat down, and I don't know why. But it's not a bad palette. It's just me actually sitting down to like get to it, like that's to edit it. Or so those are some shades that are actually in there. I hope y'all can see it, but it's not a bad palette. And you can get those off of Bombshell Cosmetica. Hopefully when I get back into color like that, I'll be using these more. But right now, they're just kind of on the wayside, I guess, if you want to say that. Okay, so now we're gonna get into my big palettes now. So what started me thinking about the whole declutter in the first place is my Jaclyn Hill palette, volume 2, obviously. So this is it right here. Even pulling it out again right now still just brings me back so many memories of just opening in the first place. It's totally bright, it's totally vibrant. These colors are great. I just wish there was a darker brown in here. I know that's freaking crazy to say that, but like when I'm opening it, which I don't mind opening other palettes or whatever, but since there are so many shades in here, I just wish like one of these colors was like darker than this. This is like a reddish brown, and this is like a brown, but like shit, this color can go. This color can go. just because of my personal preferences. Well, yeah, I just wish there was a darker brown in here. Not too much darker, just, you know. I just wish it was darker. And a deeper purple. Like, I need a darker purple than this. This right here is a shimmer. I need a darker purple than this. And the burgundies are fine. The burgundy section over here, this is great. Exactly that. But I need a dark purple over here. Got a darker pink. Like a raspberry pink. I love raspberry pinks. I don't know if I ever told you, I love raspberry pinks. But yeah, I need a darker purple in this palette and a darker brown. But that's okay because I have it in other palettes. To me, I don't feel like I really have these colors. I have these colors in other palettes, but now like really like seeing them, it's just a tad bit different. Just a tad bit. Okay, I'll put that in later. And then the first ever one, Jaclyn Hill palette, which is very, very dirty, which is, I guess that's good. Yeah, this is it. I still love this palette, even though I still be using the same freaking colors all the time. But guess what? I don't really have those colors in other colors. These are literally my favorite two colors, along with this color right here, which is Chip, I think. Yep, see, Chip Mocha. And then I always use Creamsicle. Where's Pukey? And Pukey. Literally, that's all I use all the time. Alright, we have the Morphe 3502. I love this palette too. You're probably gonna be like, man, how many browns can you have? A lot, damn it. I said I always create a bronzy smoky. Yep. I don't really use the shimmers in here though. I can tell you that. I really don't use shimmers in here. I probably will use this because it's like a rose gold, like a deep rose gold. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's pretty much the only shimmer I will use in this palette. But I love it for the mattes. Alright, and then we have here the Lick and Lash Playful palette. This is my most colorful palette altogether. And another one that I absolutely love. Reasons why. I could have just skipped down on Jaclyn Hill one, but I decided not to. And I got this one. And guess what? It actually has a deep purple in here. But, yeah, I like it. And then one more that I have is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, volume 3. I bought it literally because of the packaging, really. And I almost got rid of it too. It was like in my stash to get rid of. But I decided against it once I swatched into these purpley burgundy colors, or whatever you want to call it that. It's purpley burgundy colors. I have no clue what I'm going to do with the greens in here. Like, these greens in here are way too light. And like, these greens in here are way too light. I can't even think of anything else. I can think of like one color all over the eye. But real talk, like, these greens in here, I have no clue. But everything else, like, I like. So here we have, it's a Give Me Glow case. So it does have some Give Me Glow colors in here. It also has some Sugar Pill. And it also has some Juvia's Place palettes that I decluttered. So yeah, it was totally a random ass stuff. Plus I knew the Juvia's Place ones had big pans. So yeah, I just knew it would all fit together. And I like the way it came out. The only thing is, I just would like to actually use it more. Yeah. It has no like real definition to it, if that makes any sense. So if I was to like really use it again, I will have to use it with my other single shadow palettes. This is by Colored Rain again. And these are just a mix of Makeup Geek, Luxy Beauty, Divina Cosmetics, all of those sorts. Nothing like really serious. And obviously I have my organized by neutrals, pinks, purples, blues, and greens. So if you want to know about this one actually holds 96 eyeshadows. So yeah, if that tells you anything, because I have this almost all the way filled up, how many eyeshadows it actually is. The last one. So you're probably gonna wonder why I didn't put these in the same thing as the pink one. I had it in there at first, and then I was like, I would really like my Colored Rain eyeshadows by themselves. So these are all my Colored Rain eyeshadows. Yes. And this is in another Colored Rain 96 pan eyeshadow thing. But it's the Power one, so it's an all black one. Not going to get that much messier. So like I said, these are all my Colored Rain ones. I ordered these either individual eyeshadows or I had them in palettes. and I took them out of palettes and put them into here, especially like this row here that was in the palette. This one right here was definitely in the palette. I think this was off the the Safari palette. They're bringing the Safari palette back, but I already had it, so yeah, it's right here. Especially like these two colors were out of it, and I love these. Was the only reason I kept that palette was because of those two shades. But it's all in here now. Like I said, some individual, some out of an actual rust kit, some out of the Safari. I had another one. This one right here was out of, I don't know, the one that was like blue and red. That's where those colors are from. But yeah, I love coloring shadows. Like, they do no wrong. So, and I had 1 week of me just using them like literally the whole time. But anyway, guys, that is the end of my eyeshadows. I hope you like what I brought to you today. If you have any specific questions about certain palettes, please go ahead and leave me a comment. I don't mind answering in it. I can talk about eyeshadows all the freaking day. But like I said, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, and please come on back. Bye.